Good morning, everybody, and a happy Thursday morning to you. A happy new year. I didn't think I was going to get a video out today, but so much happened that it just had to be done. A big thank you to Kaya Lear above for the photo above. I just love how people do that. There's so much to cover. Once again, we're just going to do one video today, so stick with me. Let's hope YouTube continues to cooperate. Let's jump in and cover what we have, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off really quickly with Zara and Mike Tyndall. They went to the races at the Cheltenham course. They had their children with them. It was raining, but I don't think they cared. You had Lucas, aged 3. The pictures of him, he's definitely Mike Tyndall's child. There's absolutely no way that can be denied. You had the other children. Lena and Mia were there, and I'm very happy to see that the children are enjoying the races as much as their parents. And I'm pretty sure that these kids are getting horseback riding lessons. Who knows? I'm sure they love the equestrian lifestyle as much as their mother and their grandmother. Isn't that just wonderful? Lovely family tradition to pass down that everybody, loves the horses. Now, also spotted out and about on this particular day is Peter Phillips. He was spotted with his girlfriend Harriet Sperling. They also were at the New Year's Day racing at the Cheltenham race course. They've been dating almost a year, I think. They're really cute together. I like them. I'm glad the whole family was hanging out and making his girlfriend feel welcome. Lovely. And of course, a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us all the beautiful clothing that Zara was wearing. Let's move on now to our two big stories for today. Here's the story. Here's what happened. We all remember that Meghan supposedly bought surfing lessons for Harry, and he went to this indoor surfing thing that's owned by a professional surfer by the name of Raymond van Bastolder. I don't think I'm saying that correctly, but okay. And of course, he put up this video of Harry's surfing. Now, later on, he apparently put up a picture or video that showed Harry on a water jet ski with Archie. They were enjoying the day together. The clip was then removed by the original poster after talk that Archie's face was out there, but not before, of course, it was Snapchatted by somebody on Instagram. Somebody got a picture. Raise your hands in the back if you think that was done on accident. Raise your hands if you think this man just happened to accidentally release a picture of Archie's face. The point is, they're starting to put out pictures of Archie. If you think that man put out a picture of Archie without Harry's permission, you need your head examined. This is the typical half-faced photos that we usually get of Archie, and I find it interesting that as soon as Charlotte was on the front page of a magazine and the family did the Christmas Sandringham and the Wales children have dominated the news, that suddenly, somehow, accidentally, a picture of their child was released. This is nothing more, in my opinion, than an attempt to take the attention away from the Wales children and to take attention away from the polo flop. I have said it before and I'm going to say it again. They roll these children out whenever they think it will help them. They did the same thing with that stupid Spotify thing, and it didn't help at all having Archie on there talking. I also find it very coincidental that this happened at the same time that stupid AI Christmas card of the kids came out. You don't hear anything from Harry and Meghan saying this is not our children. We don't know who put the card out. For all we know, it could have been Harry and Meghan to try to, stop the rumors that there are no children. By not speaking out, by not saying, listen, we didn't have anything to do with this card, we don't know who did this, and those are not our children, they're aiding in misinformation spreading. That's my personal opinion. All right, let's move on to the next thing. The next thing that happened on New Year's Day was Meghan Markle rejoined Instagram. That's what was reported. However, that was absolutely incorrect. She did not rejoin Instagram. Come to find out, she'd had an Instagram since 2022. She's been watching what other people are saying and doing on Instagram for now 2 years. Let me remind you that it was during her interview with The Cut. Remember that she looked at that person and goes, "You want to know a secret? I'm getting back on Instagram." I mean, obviously, if you're telling a reporter, it was not a secret. She wanted people to know that she was getting back on Instagram. Now, if you guys remember, back in 2019, they started Sussex Royal, and we found out that they literally took that from somebody who had it. They didn't ask him, they didn't pay him, they simply stole it from him. So people are going, wait a minute, how did she get the handle Megan? How did that happen? How was she able to get her unique Instagram? If you look at the bottom, it does say celebrities are able to buy it. So I think they took it from somebody like they did last time. So now we know for a fact that when everybody said that she was off social media, she was lying. All those stories we heard about Harry and Meghan looking through all the social media accounts, demanding things be changed, now we know it's absolutely 100% true. That is exactly what was going on. Now, I'm not going to lie, it's not original. It looks like a commercial for hair shampoo. She's running on a beach. She bends over. She writes the number 2025 artfully in the sand. Then she steps back because guess who's filming this? Harry. Supposedly, that's what People magazine said. We know that they talk to people. She stands to the side, and then when Harry pans over, she's like, oh, I need to run across the camera. Yeah, that's her entire Instagram thing. That's how she's starting off. Several thoughts come to mind when I first saw this. The first is, let's not forget that she says that she doesn't go on social media because remember, she claims she was the most trolled, most bullied person in the world. And her husband, Harry, is going around saying, kids can unalive themselves by going on social media. People need to stay away from social media. It's deadly. So what's the first thing she does? She gets back on social media. Remember, in their own words, it's a dangerous addiction. It's mindless scrolling. It's toxic. You're a user, just like if you use drugs, remember? My second thought that went to me immediately was that ARO must not be doing very well. Remember, she was a social media influencer, right? She married a prince. She was given the biggest platform known to man. To me, that's a signal that she's hit rock bottom. Some people suggested online that she might actually start putting up pictures of her kids and happy family settings in order to rival what William and Catherine do. The truth is, Harry and Meghan are complete hypocrites. They set up the parent network, which is really nothing but a chat room. The parent network was already there. All they did was open up a chat room. But how can you rail on about how bad social media is and tell everybody you're not on it because it's so bad and then go, announce to the world that you're on social media? Now, my personal opinion about this video was it was very staged. It was not, authentic. And I think this entire account is going to be her videos of her trying to be, in the moment. Everything is Meghan, Meghan, Meghan. She's going to try to get people to advertise on there like she did on the TIG, which is why I'm telling you ARO is dead in the water. I mean, look at this. Get ready for a fresh wave of inspiration and updates directly from the Duchess herself. So ARO is a no, and she's going to try to sell stuff personally on here. Now, I told you this was not authentic. Look down at the sand while she's running. You can see her previous footsteps from previous takes that they did. And besides the footprints, there's one other thing that was spotted that shows that there were multiple takes of this. Do you guys see that? Look down at the sand. Keep looking down at the sand. Do you guys see it yet? Here, let me stop it for you so you can see it. That's right. They didn't even take a few steps down the darn beach so that you wouldn't see their first or second or third attempt of writing 2025 in the sand. Oh my God. So like everything else that they do, Meghan doesn't put her all into it. She doesn't try to make it professional. She hasn't been able to stick to anything. And that's why nothing that she's done has worked out for her. And this is a perfect example. This is so unprofessional and poorly done. And I mean, what else is she going to do? This Instagram account to me shows that she basically went full circle because she was an Instagram influencer. Then she married Harry. She got that title. She got the biggest platform in the world. Her potential was just, unlimited. And now she's back to being an influencer. So Spotify is gone. Netflix is about to go. Lemonada, forget it. And so here she is. Now, I am not surprised by this. Remember, she opened the account under the name Megan, but she has to make sure everybody knows that she's still a royal, so she changed it to Megan, the Duchess of Sussex. So she wants to make sure that she's still connected to that royal family that she claims was racist and is leaking and planting stories about her and Harry all the time. Somebody in her office is going to be in trouble for that. And also, when she first launched it, you see the music under the name Megan. That's the audio that she had on it. Well, it was really cheesy, so then she took it out and she just let the sound of the ocean play. Of course, her profile picture is the same rictus grin that we're all used to seeing. It's fake, it's contrived. She's wearing a white top that, of course, shows what little bit of cleavage she has, because that's the kind of person she is. With the beachy hair. It's just me. I'm just Megan. Remember that? Now, a couple of personal thoughts. Number one, the comment section was shut off, which I find very interesting. Apparently, she can't take the heat. And a big thank you to Linda on Twitter for pointing out that Vanderbilt University said that people who turn the comments off, it's a big mistake. They're seen as less likable. Number two, considering the massacre on New Year's Eve that took place at New Orleans, I honestly, truly believe she should have waited a day before she did that. I just think that's terrible. I still remember the South Park, remember where they called Meghan Markle the Instagram loving bitch wife or whatever they called her? Yeah, I think that's right up there. What we know now for a fact is that she is a fraud and a liar who claims to be off social media for years when the truth is she was on the whole time. There you go, guys. Anybody shocked by that? Because I'm not. Now, finally, I've shown you guys before in the past the color that Megan, sometimes she just overdoes it on the bronzer, trying to turn herself black, but for some reason she doesn't seem to do her hands. And that's when you know she's piled the bronzer on her face. Well, she did it again during this video. Look at her leg compared to her arm color and even her face. She totally bronzed the hell out of herself. It gets old after a while. Oh my God, I am so waiting for your comments on this one. Make them good. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button and the thumbs up to help me with my algorithm. You can go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my Amazon wish list, and a physical address. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.